That day in middle school was like any other, even though something horrible was happening just a couple counties away. Later, I had learned that my brother's high school was playing it on the news throughout classes, but I guess they didn't want to freak us younger kids out. I spent the whole day completely oblivious until I stepped into my dad's car in the carpool lane after school. He seemed very shaken up, and I began to worry that there had been a death in the family. Someone closer than an aunt or a grandparent. He then proceeded to give a very vague description of the events that had occurred in Fulton County that morning. A criminal named Brian Nichols had overpowered many guards in the courthouse that my mother worked at and gone on a shooting spree, killing a judge, a court reporter, and a bailiff. My mom was a court reporter, but I didn't fret because my dad quickly assured me that it wasn't her. However, it was her best friend of over 10 years. He warned me that when we got home she would be there, and she would be in a horrible emotional state. I tried to prepare myself for what I was going to see, but I couldn't shake the nervous feeling I got when I imagined the strong woman I looked up to breaking down. I felt unbelievably selfish and guilty, because people had died, and here I was worrying about how to comfort an adult. I gave her a hug and did all the polite things a person is supposed to do, but I ended up avoiding her for the rest of the evening, partially because I wanted to give her space, but also because her pink puffy eyes were too much for me to look at comfortably. That was the first time I ever saw my mother weep, and it is a day I'll never forget.